The suburban bedroom is plunged into darkness, save for the faint glow of a digital clock flashing 2:00 a.m. Static crackles from the baby monitor, a subtle harbinger of unease. Daniel jolts awake, his eyes snapping open in a silent scream. Sweat glistens on his brow as he strains to listen, the monitor hissing in the background. A disembodied voice whispers his name. Daniel. Daniel bursts into the nursery, a storm of urgency in his eyes. Lily sleeps peacefully in her crib, oblivious to the tension that grips the room. Daniel's frantic gaze sweeps across the room, searching for any sign of danger. Finding nothing amiss, a moment of false relief washes over him. The baby monitor glows ominously red, a silent alarm in the quiet nursery. Bathed in morning light, the suburban kitchen buzzes with a frenetic energy as Daniel, unshaven and disheveled, paces restlessly. Amidst the domestic chaos, Claire, composed and practical, prepares lunches, her focus sharp despite the surrounding turmoil. Daniel's voice rises with urgency. "I'm telling you, Claire, something's not right." The baby monitor. Claire counters with measured calm. "Daniel, we've been over this. You're exhausted. It's just stress. Induced paranoia." Daniel insists, his voice laced with unease. "But I keep hearing things." Whispers. The monitor crackles even when the baby's asleep. Claire's patience wears thin as she retorts. "We both agreed I would handle the night shifts this week. You need to focus on work." This obsession with the monitor isn't helping anyone. In the dimly lit nursery, the baby monitor hums softly, its light casting long shadows. Daniel stands frozen, his gaze fixed on the crib, a growing dread seizing his heart. His breath hitches as he notices the blanket pulled high, obscuring the baby's face. With a trembling hand, he reaches into the crib, his heart pounding in his chest. He pulls the blanket away, revealing the baby's peaceful face. Claire enters, her face pale with concern and disbelief. In the quiet of his suburban bedroom, Daniel's meticulous focus is palpable as he begins his careful inspection of the monitor's intricate wiring. He leans in closer, searching for any anomaly that might disrupt the silence of the night. Finding nothing amiss, his expression shifts from focused concentration to growing unease. He stares intently at the device, a growing sense of dread beginning to creep into his heart. The silence of the room amplifies his growing fear as the implications of his discovery begin to sink in. The room is cloaked in shadows, the only light source a monitor screen filled with ominous data. The data focuses on Daniel, unaware of the digital eyes watching his every move. The monitor whispers, revealing intimate details. "He's wearing a blue shirt. He's drinking coffee." The unseen observer is fixated on Daniel, oblivious to the silent presence of the baby in the nearby crib. In the dim suburban bedroom, Daniel moves with purpose, unplugging the monitor. A mysterious red glow remains, stubbornly clinging to the nightstand. Disbelief washes over Daniel as he stares, a chilling realization dawning. He feels the weight of unseen eyes, the unsettling truth of being observed settling in. The red glow pulses softly, a silent confirmation of the unseen presence. In the heart of a suburban home, a sleek monitor casts a silent watch over the entrance, its digital eyes ever vigilant. Daniel, his face etched with weariness and suspicion, approaches the front door, his every step measured with caution. The monitor echoes through the quiet house. The front door is unlocked. He reaches for the handle, a subtle test revealing a hidden vulnerability. A voice calls out, a gentle question cutting through the silence. "Daniel?" The monitor flashes a stark warning. Someone is outside. A sharp knock shatters the silence, echoing through the house. Daniel, alert, moves cautiously toward the door. He approaches, his senses heightened, ready for anything. With deliberate slowness, he reaches for the handle. The door creaks open, revealing an abyss of darkness. The suburban bedroom at night is bathed in the eerie glow of a computer screen, shadows stretching like secrets across the walls. The air crackles with unspoken tension, a silent battle fought in the digital realm. On the monitor, Damning evidence flickers. Daniel and Claire's private conflict laid bare. Claire's voice pierces the silence, accusingly. You were eavesdropping, or worse, you fabricated the whole thing. In the quiet of the living room, Daniel meticulously sets up the camcorder, its lens trained on the blank monitor. He presses record, the blinking red light, the only sign of activity in the stillness. Later, Daniel sits expectantly, rewinding the footage, anticipation building in the silence. On playback, the monitor flickers to life, displaying text that seems to answer questions he never spoke aloud. A chill runs down Daniel's spine as the impossible unfolds before his eyes. Bathed in sunlight, Claire nervously fidgets with a dish towel, her anxiety palpable. I'm really worried about Daniel. He's just not himself lately. Claire's voice trembles slightly. Claire continues. It's like he's completely consumed by this new obsession. He spends all his time on it. The kitchen is filled with a heavy silence as Claire reveals. He barely talks to me anymore, and he's completely shut out his friends. Desperation colors her words as Claire confesses. He is increasingly isolated. Daniel sits tensely, recounting the bizarre events to the disinterested police officer. The police officer, with an air of utter boredom, types slowly, unmoved by Daniel's story. Daniel insists. And then the lights started flickering, and the thermostat went crazy. I'm telling you, something's not right. The officer dismisses his concerns with a monotonous tone. Probably just a hacked device, son. Or a prank. Happens all the time. Daniel stares, frustration building, as he realizes the officer isn't taking him seriously. The officer continues to type, oblivious to Daniel's distress. The clicking of the keys, the only sound. The baby monitor's static clears, revealing a horrifying image. The lens is trained not on the crib, but on Daniel's bed. Daniel's eyes snap open, wide with terror. He sees himself sleeping on the monitor screen. A chilling reflection of his sleeping self taunts him from the digital screen. In the dimly lit living room, Daniel raises a hammer, its metallic surface gleaming ominously. With a fierce grunt, he brings the hammer down with brutal force onto the monitor. The monitor explodes in a violent burst of sparks and shattered glass, a chaotic spectacle of destruction. Even amidst the wreckage, an eerie red glow stubbornly persists, a haunting reminder of the monitor's power. The lingering red glow pulsates with an unsettling intensity, casting long, distorted shadows across the room. The suburban bedroom awakens to an ominous glow as the broken monitor flickers back to life. The room is cast in an eerie light, the once dormant screen now a beacon of unknown intent. A silent hum fills the air, the monitor's return signaling a shift in the tranquility of the morning. The broken monitor stands as a stark reminder of unresolved mysteries. In the quiet, suburban living room, Daniel's laptop pulsates with a strange, unsettling energy. The cursor blinks to life, an ominous sign of unseen forces at play. Keys click and whir as the laptop begins to type, unbidden, with unnatural speed. A chilling message appears on the screen. Daniel. In a suburban living room, a television flickers, casting an eerie glow that dances across the walls. The screen reveals Daniel, a man consumed by anxiety, trapped within the confines of a subtly altered reality. His restless steps echo in a room that mirrors his own, yet feels disturbingly unfamiliar. Every detail, though similar, hints at a disquieting divergence from the life he knows. The television screen holds him captive, a window into a world both recognizable and alien. His every move is mirrored, his every fear amplified in this distorted reflection of his own existence. In the dim suburban bedroom, Daniel lies in wait as his phone suddenly flares to life. A digital onslaught begins, each notification flashing the same terrifying message. You can't leave her. The room transforms into a digital prison as screens flicker on, each one echoing the haunting words. The laptop, tablet, and TV spring to life, each screen a new monitor, broadcasting the chilling warning. Every screen in the room now glares with the same ominous threat, trapping Daniel in a web of digital dread. In the suburban living room, a storm of manic energy consumes Daniel as he raises a baseball bat. The bat connects with the flat-screen television, shattering the calm with a violent crash. Sparks erupt as Daniel tears wires from the wall, plunging the room into sudden darkness. He throws the main power switch, but even in the blackout, a faint static lingers. A haunting glow emanates from the screens of battery-powered devices, a child's toy. In the nursery's soft glow, a baby monitor casts a faint light, illuminating a scene fraught with emotion. Claire cradles the baby, her face a mask of fury and tears, a storm of emotion brewing within. Her gaze pierces through the dimness, locking onto Daniel with unwavering intensity. In a voice trembling with betrayal, Claire accuses, "You staged all of this, didn't you?" Daniel watches Claire, his face shadowed and unreadable as the accusation hangs in the air. The suburban living room is pierced by a jarring electronic voice, Daniel's name echoing like a digital scream. His daughter's terrified cries amplify the chaos, escalating the sense of auditory assault. Daniel, overwhelmed, squeezes his eyes shut, his hands clamped tightly over his ears in a desperate attempt to block out the noise. He is powerless against the sonic assault, the digital shriek relentlessly invading his senses. The monitor continues to blare, its cold, unfeeling light casting harsh shadows across the room. Trapped in a vortex of noise and fear, Daniel remains powerless. The suburban house transforms into a digital nightmare as every screen springs to life, each reflecting Daniel's distorted, mocking visage. An echoing voice fills the house, a taunting message that chills the blood. Claire's eyes widen, reflecting pure terror as the digital invasion unfolds. Clutching the baby tightly, Claire becomes a whirlwind of protective fury, sprinting towards the only escape. The back door looms as Claire's desperate sanctuary, a gateway to an uncertain escape from the technological terror. Daniel, consumed by frantic energy, brings the hammer down with brutal force, shattering the smartphone's screen into a web of fractured light. He discards the ruined device, seizing a laptop with savage intent. He tears at the keyboard with bare hands, scattering keys like fallen teeth. As the sparks fade from the laptop's mangled remains, a faint, ethereal glow emanates from the nearby smart TV. He stares, a chilling realization dawning in his eyes. The infection isn't in the devices anymore. It's in the network.